I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen, all for free. No subscription required. Download Veely now.
Modern Britain in 2012. In the midst of a recession, we are all in it together, but some are in it deeper than others. It's a tricky time to be coming of age on a council estate. This film follows three lads over a summer of trying to make their way in an austere world. Without money, it's a struggle to keep a roof over your head, find a job, and aspire to a future.
One thing's happened after another since my mum lost her job, so lost her job, lost her house. Piece of shit. My mum does want me, but she just can't afford to support me anymore, so I've got to do my own thing.
I'm a teenager and I'm a bit stuck at times. Times get hard, things get on top of me. If I don't act up and stop acting like a kid, how am I going to bring up a kid? So now I'm here trying to be a man.
I've always been a determined, focused person, so you know, it's got me into trouble in the past, and I have to change. I have to do something about this. My aim is to not just to educate myself, it's to actually one day be working in a successful industry.
"18-year-old Craig has grown up on an estate on the outskirts of town.
Most people on here comes into drugs when they're young, and they have a lot. Most people fight when they're younger, and it's just like kids grow up around it. It's just a thing. Chaff, council housing and violent. I just don't want to be like the rest of them. I want to have a job and not have a good life.
Craig still lives at home, supported by his mum.
This is my house. This is my room, it's a bit of a mess. Not very big, but this is where me and my mates hang out if it's cold on the street. Well, I used to have an over door and it fell off, but I don't like it not having a door to my room.
Were you doing a bit of boxing training on the wall there?
Oh, I just punched it one day. I just got mad with something and punched it.
In an industrial town like Rotherham, jobs are scarce. For Craig's mum, it's a particularly hard time. She recently lost her job and is pregnant.
She owns the house. It's not, ours is not actually a council house, she bought it. 12 years on, I'm still there.
Without a job, it's increasingly hard to make the mortgage payments, and Craig's mum is now being forced to sell his childhood home.
She had a job since she was 16, but now for the first time in like 18 years she's been put out of work. She's having to sell the house to get some money so she can live.
Craig! We need to start organising what's happening!
My mum's struggling for money at the minute because she's been out of work. Can't live here anymore.
For Craig, it's not just leaving this house, it will mean leaving home and fending for himself for the first time. In Birmingham, 19-year-old Wes is also struggling with his home life. Although he does sometimes stay at his mum's, life is difficult there.
Me and my mum have good and bad days. We can be all right for 1 minute, and the next minute we can be completely different. I just want to get my own place, innit? Because there's no space in my house anymore. It's just overcrowding. There's no income coming in. to share a room with brother for 19 years. In this cramped room.
Wes has decided his only option is to try and get a place in a young person's hostel.
I just want to do things for myself now. I've done college, school, and I ain't got a job. So getting a hostel is the first step of me really doing anything. Come on now. I've been stopping at my cousin's for a couple of days. Yeah, man. I'm just sick of being stuck in other people's houses and not have a place on my own. It's one step of being a child, innit? Going into the adulthood, getting my own place.
Although it may gain him independence, getting his own room will come at a cost, financially and to his job prospects. For 19-year-old Frankie, home is a cramped 3-bedroom council flat where 5 people are dependent on his mum's benefits.
It's a lively day. 2 of my sisters sleep in this room here, 1 of my sisters sleep in that room there, and my mum sleeps in that room there. And obviously this is my room there.
Where's the front room?
There's not a front room.
Get out!
Yeah. That's that sister. My 2 younger sisters sleep in this room here. When someone's in the shower, obviously if I'm in a rush, I just bang on the door, tell them to come out.
It's a lot living with 4 women.
It's alright. I don't know. I've always, because obviously it's the norm to me, so I don't really know what it's like to not live with just women. Yeah, I was always in the streets and that growing up anyway. I was never really at home, so I was always around males anyway, so this is just where I slept when I was growing up, I guess.
Frankie has just finished his first year at college, where he is studying games design.
People who create the software, they provide it to students for free, so I don't have to actually pay for the software. This project is just Dream Home. That would be on the beach, with a swimming pool on the roof, you know, it's a dream home, it's a dream, like it's a fantasy, it's not real.
Frankie, your trousers are in the tumble dryer. See you later, girls. See you later, Frank. Bye.
This ain't my dream home. Because if I created a dream home that's just appealing to me, it would probably be in the woods or somewhere secluded like that. My dream is always just being independent, having my own house, being happy somewhere. And location-wise, it would probably still be in the hood. Like, there's nothing actually wrong with the area. It's just the environment, you know. Mentally, I can't be here. I have to kind of break myself away from that, kind of get out of that bubble.
Frankie's hope is to be the very first person from his family to get to university.
Because obviously living around here my whole life, I've seen people grow up, but they haven't really moved on anywhere. I've just seen them grow up and be in the same place. One day I kind of said to myself, like, I have to change, you know, it's like nobody ain't gonna change for me. I do need that determination, you know, and that focus, because without that, then how am I gonna get where I wanna be?
But with fees now hitting $9,000 a year and no access to the bank of mum and dad, the odds are stacked against him.
Education is the way out, you know. Rich people who don't need to really care about education because it's given to them on a plate. Whereas people like me or whoever else is in my state, you're born into nothing, so you have to make something of yourself.
In Rotherham, a town dominated by steelworks, Craig had trained as a welder.
I'm not a trained mechanic, I'm an engineer and welder. Well, I know basic car mechanics, but he knows more about bikes.
But these days, there's not much call for welders.
Being taught with like quite heavy machinery and that, but there's just no jobs out there for young people. No one wants to take young kids on from school.
Despite their skills, Craig and his old schoolmate Chink have never had jobs, although Chink still has his paper round. The lads scratch a bit of money by fixing bikes.
Around here there's loads of people who've got bike parts what they'll swap or trade for another bike part, engines or brakes or whatever, clutch.
I only got this because I swapped my scooter for it.
There's 3 mechanics on the street and 1 welder on the street that are out of work. So that's an empty job trade, so they can help me in life. If I ever need any welding done, I can do it myself.
Although he has no future in the industry he trained for, Craig has refused to sign on and claim benefits. Instead, he enrolled in a local sports course, which gets him £10 a week and a free bus pass. But £10 won't support him when he has to stand on his own 2 feet. Wes didn't manage to get a place in the hostel and is back on his old circuit.
I'm in different places all the time, always travelling, always going round and round.
But there is one constant in his life. A year ago, Wes became a dad.
Bro. It's on now. Yeah. Look. Oh, don't do that. When I found out I was 17, I was in my college class and I was just sitting there, and she's pinged me on my BlackBerry. She said, "Guess what? You're gonna be a dad." It was a good feeling, but a scary feeling, thinking, okay, I've got to step up now, I've got to be a dad, I've got to grow up. Not knowing who my real dad is. He left my mum when she fell pregnant, so I thought, I can't do that to anyone. I need to be there for him, you know what I'm saying?
When he's here with Rowan, he's good, I'm not going to fault him on that, but he does do the proper dad job, but he's still a young boy inside. So.
I don't know, I didn't expect it to be as hard as it is. Go on.
It's their child as well. They help make it, so they should pay the way as well. Because it's not easy. You know, a tin of milk, look, even of £12 now, that don't get you nowhere. So.
But on £53 a week job seekers allowance, it's a struggle to contribute.
Financially, yeah, it was hard because there's stuff that you just can't do all the time.
The main arguments are about he's not supporting us and whatever else. You know, I'm struggling money-wise because I have to buy everything for Rowan. But it's not that easy.
I've been doing a bit of voluntary work, but I don't know, I don't want to be doing voluntary work. Who wants to work for free?
If he got a job, it'd be so much easier.
For Craig, events at home are moving faster than he'd expected. Unable to sell the house and going further under with the mortgage, Craig's mum is moving out. Desperate to sell, she's planning to have it redecorated.
There's no boxes out there.
Reluctant to leave the place he grew up and with his relationship with his mum strained, Craig is staying on, temporarily.
Right, we've done.
Is everything left mine?
Apart from telly and pictures.
When are you taking telly?
In about 5 minutes, I'm taking it in his car.
We have some money?
What? I ain't got any.
Right.
Right, thanks a lot, Jack. I'll phone you in a couple of days when I get my thing organised. Thanks for all your help.
With nothing left in the house, Craig looks at retrieving sofas his mum had lent a neighbour.
Well, for fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, everything was fucking ruined. I tell the stupid bitch. Fucking bitch. said to my mum 2 weeks ago, keep them settees. I remember when I was young, when I first ever come here, and I was 4-year-old, I remember this is the last time I seen this room empty. Everything I know is around here, but now I'm on my own, so it's not going to be as easy.
Wes isn't the only teen dad on the estate. Almost all his mates are dads and out of work.
Yeah, man.
His close mate Aaron has asked him to come round. With no money and a hungry baby, he's desperate.
You have to top up £10 on it. Has to be 10?
Yeah, but...
What I'm saying, but I'm saying if you put in 5, you can still use the emergency again.
But then that's going to be gone by tomorrow, you know what I mean?
You know what you need to do, Aaron? Ask someone to lend you some money, simple as. Simple.
I went to my dad's for yesterday to borrow money, innit? Can't do that now. Oh, you've been sick. Oh, bless.
Yeah.
I can't go to no family member, and there's not many people out there that'll borrow me things. My dad's just a waste, man. Just know if you come back here tomorrow, though, this show's got to have electric, food, and he's gonna have some nappies. Yeah. Some milk. Ooh.
What milk does he take?
For hungrier babies, I think.
SMA?
Nah. The other one, Cowan Gate.
Cowan Gate? Hungrier baby one? So what, if I got him some SMA ones? Not good?
Not good, he fuck with his stomach.
They both know what the options for making money on an estate can involve.
If I got a bit of change in my pocket, I can go out there, grab a little something and go flip it and make a little bit of money, innit?
Well, no, you don't even want to be getting yourself sucked into all this stupidness.
No, I know, but it's just you can ask me to borrow money, but it's not like I need to borrow like a little bit, you know, you need stuff, but...
Can you use your phone here?
Yeah, but...
Hi, this is Jam Center Plus. Please press 1. Hate this automated system.
Wes has decided to try and lend Aaron the money himself, but his job seeker's allowance payment hasn't come through. And the job centre aren't much help.
Okay then. Thanks. Right, bye. She said get a crisis loan for now. She said it ain't been processed. And the last time they offered me a crisis loan, £14, but take the piss, but that's, I'm not even gonna get mad about it because now I'll just have to see what else I can do, so.
For now, he's as skint as Aaron.
JSA money, £59 a week. I don't know how they expect adults, people that have kids, to live off £59 a week.
The streets is a safety net. The streets is always there for you. There's always opportunity within streets to, you know, make money. But it's easy. It's like the easy route out. Whereas going to get a job and that's kind of the hard route, and you need that determination and ambition to get you there. And if you're coming from a state like this and you go apply for a job, they get knocked back down then, so they kind of lose that determination after they try, so then they come back to the streets, and the streets provide. So that's why you can't blame people for coming back to the streets.
But Frankie knows from experience what the price of the streets can be. Every few weeks, he makes a 2-hour journey across London and gets a stark reminder.
Nothing else in your pockets? No.
When I visit my friends, I know what they're thinking. That's why it's good to be the person on the other side of the table, because I know what goes through their heads.
Turn around, husband.
Before, when I was here, I was sitting on the other side of the visiting table. I was the person being visited.
Frankie was sentenced to 2 years in prison for the street robbery of a mobile phone that ended in violence.
I hit one of the boys and he suffered a fractured jaw, so that's why I come to prison, so yeah. You can say I've done 2 years for, seriously injuring him. However you look at it, I was in prison for something, I wasn't in prison for no reason. No one's in prison for no reason. Bed, toilet, sink, amazing view. I was thinking about it just now, but I was thinking, what did I do to kill time? I used to just think all the time. That's when I kind of come up with a plan, kind of try to structure my life. I've woken up and realized what my life is like, and what everyone else's life is like, and I kind of had to think, how can I better this? And no, I don't regret it, because it allowed me to come to prison. It gave me that time to think, what I want to do with my life. You always keep that negative safety net, if that makes sense. Like, say for example, you think, when I get out there, if this don't work, maybe I can go sell drugs or something. So I kind of had to take that negative aspect of my life away. So my safety net is my plan, so I can't let it fail.
In Rotherham, Craig has been on his own for a week. With no money to feed himself, his only option has been to swallow his pride and seek benefits, something he's bitterly opposed to. He's just come back from the job centre.
This is against everything, against what I wanted to do, but I've got no choice. I never wanted to go on job seekers. I didn't want to move out yet, but it's all come right quick, so I've just got him. I don't want to do it. My dad does it and he's a bum. I don't want to be like him. Army's the easiest job these days. If you can get in, you're alright. They'll look after me for the next 10 years.
Craig has toyed with the idea of joining the army since school.
Right. This is what I'm fucking looking at. We're in the bastard. Machine gun turrets all over this bit. Yeah, they filled all that in. That would have been like a place for snipers or something to hide.
This is all a pit, a massive mining pit.
Like, because they were mining out coal and that, they tried invading this all the time.
To shut steel mills down.
Yeah. And then they have about 20 soldiers there waiting to just go boom, 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 boom. Like when you're a kid with machine gun noises.
Well, that's what you'll be doing in the army, won't it? If you're a sniper.
Not a sniper, it's a marksman.
Well, a marksman, either way. Try it, well, if you don't get your
you can do your marksman training in army anyway.
Yeah. I'll go for it. Try it.
I will.
Try it.
Joining up's a well-trodden path out of the estate, one already taken by Chink's older brother.
Your brother loves it though, doesn't he?
He likes being in the army, but I don't want to go back to Afghanistan because he's seen bad things there.
As soon as he got his first paycheck though, he was loving it.
For Craig, it's still a schoolboy dream, but he may soon be forced to make a decision.
It's worth it, isn't it?
It's not really. If you do what they did, it's not a very nice thing.
It's easy in the patrol. It's like Afghanistan, walking around with a gun. Blah, 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 blah.
In North London, Frankie's college is about to break up for the summer, and he's already planning on how to fund himself through the holidays.
Well, obviously, once I finish my course, getting a job would be vital. Like, I will have to get a job. I've got work experience with BT, conservation work, horticultural work experience. All of them are voluntary.
Frankie has built up a great CV through working for free, but getting a paid job is trickier. He has to disclose his criminal conviction.
Applying online for jobs ain't really working, so I'm going to kind of get proactive and go down to Wood Green, go to the stores directly, go to the local internet cafe and just print off devs. I'm just taking the history of the previous person that was using this computer, and whoever was using it was looking for adult work. She was editing her profile Mandy. She's 22 and she's a bi-curious female escort. And she's from Finchley. I'm looking for a retail job in the area of games because I know a lot about the product, so anything to do with games really, I want to work there. You know, ideally McDonald's ain't where I would apply. McDonald's is like almost last resort. Can I hand in my CV here?
You can leave it.
Thank you very much. That's a family-run business, so the only people they would employ is family members or friends. Can I speak to the manager, please?
Yeah, you're speaking to her.
Would it be possible to apply for a job here, please?
Yes, you want to give me a CV, and I can give you our email address for our HR. We forward it to them. It's easier.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.
You too.
Ironically, cash converters may hold the most promise of a job. Surviving on his own, Craig has been dealing with more basic problems. He's still waiting for his first benefits to come through.
I ran out of food the other day. I didn't have nothing yesterday, or day before, or day before that, or day before that. Nothing. 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 Nothing in there. Sometimes Chink's mum cooks me a bit of food, sometimes I go to my nan's. My mates have been looking after me. I've got no money, so I've had to claim job seekers. So, because I'm claiming job seekers, I might have to get kicked out of my college course. So leave education.
How's your mum getting on with selling the house?
She's selling it in a couple of weeks and then that's what I've got to go at. I've got 2 weeks left.
That's 2 weeks to find a place to live and decide his future. Birmingham has one of the highest levels of long-term youth unemployment in the country.
Go faster. Go faster. Go, man. Go, man.
Before I ride out, I miss my mum and say I've got to go now. What's out, my head spinning like a stripper's pole. Call me John Terry, cause I rarely ever meet my goals. Because of that, my belly starts to ache like I've eaten loads and know what it's like. Living young and you
As the summer wears on, Wes has fallen into a routine. Being a dad in the mornings and then drifting down to the corner with his mates in the afternoon.
Got love for tons of chicks growing up in the area where roads never sleep. Everybody scrapes repeat. Trust me, nothing's ever free. Everybody has a dream, but a very few will see how it feels to be able to make it reality. And I hope that's me. And I'm never gonna sleep until I know.
I'd say the community is everyone's like no jobs. Day to day, see the same faces, so you just know they ain't got jobs.
Don't do what every nigga does unless you mean get lean.
It's council estate.
You don't get twisted, chilling with the man them. The hood life has its good times.
I've got friends that have jobs, but not necessarily my closest friends ain't got jobs.
When you gonna drop them animal? Hard. Hustle, 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 hard.
It's hard to focus being around them, because they ain't focused.
Hustle, 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 hard. Hustle, 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 hard.
Stretch my piece of elastic, that's why I'm moving drastic. I don't remember the rest, you know, but I swear to God, but go on my Blackberry, but don't remember.
It's just stupid, isn't it? It's like a circle where you're just stuck.
You're gonna have to.
See, this place is way fire than it did yesterday, though, but yeah, but.
You got this old man, you know, you seen the movie.
I'm red.
I'm red as well, though.
I'm more red than you.
I don't care, but I'm red.
Get down, we're going to jail.
Morning. Yeah, you?
Craig's mates have been rallying round. Chink has been buying him food with his paper round money and waking him up for his course.
You're not going to be happy, are you? You're crazy, dude.
But this is the very last time. Craig's 2 weeks are up.
Next time you get up.
His mum has got together enough money for the redecorating and she needs the house clear.
Craig! I've got plasterer coming. I want to arrange Bob. I want to go and see this room with him. I want him to pack some stuff up. Craig! We're all waiting for you! It has been 15 minutes.
She didn't fucking tell me I had to move all my stuff out on Friday. She said you just gotta fucking be ready for Friday, so now I gotta fuck about. I'm not doing it.
His mum has found him a room he might be able to rent so he's not homeless, but he'll have to claim housing benefit to pay for it.
Craig! Come on!
What can you do today?
I just don't want to.
12:20 in the bus station at the cusp machines. Make sure you're there. I'm not messing this man about. It sounds perfect, this room for you. So you can't let me down.
I won't let you down.
Because I don't want an house full of Romanians and I've got to rent rooms out because I'm broke. This house has got to go whatever.
Yeah, I know it does.
Situation.
My fucking home though, innit? It's not going to joint arm anyway.
Right, well, I just want you to deal with it.
Well, I will fucking deal with it.
What are you going in as?
Same as what I was doing last time.
Infantry?
Yeah.
I don't want to go in.
Well, I'm fucking 18-year-old, and if I want to go and shoot a fucking Taliban, I'll fucking go and do it. I don't care.
Alright, shut up.
Over
You're going to leave it?
fucking fault, I'm in this fucking mess.
Have some with some flags.
No, I've got no money.
So I am.
No, I ain't got £3. You owe me 140.
What?
I ain't got £3. Just washed all then.
I got a quid. Fuck's sake, can't be out with that.
You're not going to do it, let me down, are you? No! I can't trust you to do what you say you're going to do, because you never do. Fuck off.
This is not how it does. Fuck off to it. That's where you go home.
So obviously I'll never sleep again if he goes in army. I'm waiting for a dreaded phone call. But it's getting killed all the time, aren't they? And in infantry, cannon fodder. Aren't they? Hello?
What is it? Do you remember the strings of the ice?
Frankie's CV didn't get him any offers, but he may have another chance. Out of the blue, a voluntary work contact has recommended him for an interview in the West End.
Where is the job interview?
Charing Cross.
Where?
Charing Cross, like central London.
How long does it take you to get there?
I don't know. Like 40 minutes.
Cancel Coke costs 90p around there.
I don't go in central London because, you know, there's never really been reason for me to go there, you know. I know Trafalgar Square and that's it. It's not exactly a poor city, you know. There's loads of businesses and that, so it's not like I'm in the middle of nowhere. As much as there is going on, there's a lot of competition, you know. The odds are stacked against you, really.
Frankie has never been to a nightclub before and doesn't know the area, but he might have some of the right skills. It's street work, handing out flyers.
She kind of said, have you been to a club before? And I was like, no. Like, you know, she kind of thought, wow. How are you gonna work? How are you gonna work in a kind of nightclub environment if you ain't been to a club before? She never said that, but maybe that's what I think she thought, so. It's really important for me to get to that interview stage when it comes to getting a job because I have a criminal record, so when you do apply online, like if, let's say for example, when you apply online, as soon as you enter you have a criminal record, your application like kind of automatically gets turned down. I almost feel like I'm blacklisted. Like, I feel like I can't get jobs because of what I've done when I was a kid. Like, you know, obviously I regret it. Every day I regret it, but there's nothing I can do. I can't turn back time.
Craig has finally accepted he has to move. He's come to clear his stuff out.
This is your old room? Yeah, this is my old room. Looks boring, empty. Looks small. You've got walls. I remember them being green, and I remember them being blue before that. Yep, it's gone. But it can only get better. I hope anyway. Roads edging. Don't pack, just whack. One thing's happened after another since my mum lost her job. Lost her house. Could be dues parked at recession, but every day it's not just happening to me or my mum, it's happening to everybody in the country. I am bothered about it, but I just don't show that I'm bothered. So I just keep it all inside, and I just think, well, like, when I'm laid at bed at night, I'll think of my problems then. So we'll see what it's all about. The last few years, there's been about 3 or 4 lads I know who've gone in the army. They give you a place to live, they feed you, they give you all the stuff you need, you get a lot of money out of it.
Craig hasn't sorted anywhere to stay, so he's using Chink's shed as a base to stash his gear, and he's going to crash on mates' floors.
Perfect memories fall down like ash. From the fire we made love. Everything we're gonna say, we say it.
You know, it's got not long got up still. Not long.
For Wes, one of the problems of being a teen dad is that his £53 a week JSA makes no allowance for his son. As the mum, the extra benefits go to Laura. Today she's going to the market with her mate Sophie.
With my benefits, my money's every fortnight, so I have a good week and have a shit week.
There you go. Thank you. These 60p?
Those are 60p.
When you're on benefits and you're a young parent, it's absolutely rubbish. You can't do what you want. You can't buy what you want.
Spend my other shopping in Asda with my milk tokens, which I get £3.10 on each milk token. And then down here, I get my fruit and veg. I just got 3 mixed bowls of veg for £2.
Young girls think, yeah, I'm going to have a baby, I get this money, I don't have to work and whatever. It's not like that. It's way harder.
Wes often hangs out at his mate Anton's.
That's me done for the weights now.
Plays a fat. Yeah, man.
Next door, Anton's neighbour usually cooks for more than just her 4 children and looks out for many of the local kids.
At the moment, how things are going, there's not a lot of jobs going. So even if they could do something, it's limited really. So by the time he gets to about 18, 19, what is it going to be like? Is it just going to get worse in the future?
The last chance to play the pool. Nah, I'm doing some more. That's what nice does.
Oh yeah.
Get later. I mean, I think the boys around us need to grow up and they need to understand that becoming a father isn't just being the sperm donor or being the guy that comes around every weekend and spends a few hours with his child.
Treat him tonight, look. Look at him.
You don't deserve it.
He does, look.
He don't.
He's a nice bloke, I know him.
Yeah. Nah, I'm alright.
I'm saying if you're there for your son, you see him a lot. You ain't got to worry about financial stuff until you can afford it. That's how I see it.
As long as you're there,
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take a baby to grow up, does it? Which we've learnt that. But I think with boys, it takes longer to mature, doesn't it? I mean, basically, if you used to walk down their road right about now, you'd probably find them all sitting on the wall, doing what?
Smoking.
Yeah.
Playing football with the little kids.
Yeah. Bantering with the little kids, you know, singing to each other.
They've been mollycoddled, haven't they?
They've not had to go out and fend for themselves. I don't think they understand how good it feels and to achieve something, and that's what they need to feel.
That's the good thing about Wes. He does more than what the other lads do, you know.
Wes has gone out and done courses, and it's a slow process, but he's trying, isn't he? He's trying to go out there and do things.
In London, Frankie is waiting for a call.
What?
Who's lady for job? This is Emma. Hello? Oh, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I'm good, thanks. I'm sorry about this delay to get back to you. Yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, so, an advantage of 7 weeks, there's the possibility that... Okay, well done. Alright then, thank you. Alright, bye. Yeah, I got a job, I told you, man. Beat 16 people to the job. Can we go Nando's to celebrate? Uh-huh.
It's been weeks since Craig moved out.
Some toast. Oh, else?
Although his JSA is now coming through, he's still sofa surfing at mates on the estate.
These bring back the funny memories, these. We damaged him.
The only reminder of his old home life are the clips of him, Jake and Chink messing around in his old room.
No, that's when it was my turn shooting you. All right, yeah. They snorted that chilli powder. Vindaloo chilli powder. He said he couldn't breathe through his nose for like 3 days. Salted it. That was very good. That was very good. Oh, my fucking ice cold, you idiot.
But Craig's mates know all is not well.
We're moving and everything because he's not really got much to do, and he's just building up and getting more angrier. And I can see it every day when he's just sat there. He's not doing naught. He's just sat there getting angrier and angrier. And I can see it literally building up to the point where he's just going to rather go down a path where he's not going to like, or he's going to do something with his life because of him being angry.
The summer's drawing to a close. He's still talking about the army, but hasn't done anything yet.
But that's most of the reason why he wants to go in army, because he's got like nowhere to. Well, he has got places to go, but it probably does look at it as a way out, like how I ended it first. Thank you. But I want to get a job and that first, get a car and that, live some of my life. You never know, you could spend like 3 weeks in war and get killed, so I'd rather have some life before going into combat.
Frankie, though, is thinking ahead. He's travelled down from London to the south coast.
It's really quiet around here. It's very different here. It's full of crackheads, old people and posh people. I like surfer people.
He's come down for an open day to check out a degree course in games design.
Right, hi, I'm Peter Comenius. I'm one of the professors here at the National Centre for Computer Animation. Welcome. Right. So all these guys already have their degrees and they're doing a master's here. And, all the courses we do are both academically challenging, so they're difficult courses, but at the same time they prepare you for work. Oh, animators are crazy. They do all sorts of weird things, like they dance with hula hoops, they do motorcycles, they juggle a lot, they even play with a Christmas tree.
What's the possibility of me earning money or part-time work while I'm here?
It's probably going to be difficult because unlike other colleges, we have a very full timetable. If you want to work in a shop or a supermarket, you can, but you'll be exhausted.
He expects you to put in 44 hours a week.
Yeah, I mean that's more than a full-time job.
Yeah, I know. That's why he said. That's why he said the possibility, like it'd be too much pressure on you to have a part-time job as well. So you literally.
Well, that's why in my talk I'm saying, lots of people do that.
What we do is first of all give you a bit of an insight into student finance. How much could you supplement your income through student finance and support with keep those part-time job? And who's going to pick up the cost? Is it mum and dad, or is it going to be you? So there is no need to panic. Yes, the cost that you may pay may be more than people on the current system. You can have a tuition fee of, in this case, £9,000 a year. You'll pay that annually, but there is a tuition fee loan from Student Finance England to cover that full amount. And think a bit about it like an investment. So that's your tuition fees, okay? That you've paid for. See how it balances? So where the loan goes up, the grant goes down, and then below a certain level, it's not meant to disadvantage you, and the finance system isn't. The amount that you're paying is more, and I'm not going to deny that. That is the reality of the situation. You will have more of a loan than I have. So what we're going to do now is move on to your budgeting challenge, okay?
It'll be a 3-year course, so that'll be 27 grand. That'll be in debt.
You need to write that down because you're going to do
27, but that's not even including living finance or nothing like that. That's just 27 grand just to do my course. So obviously there'll be other costs on top of that as well, so it'll be a lot of money. I'm gonna live in a flat here with like certain rich people, and then I'll live off them. That's how I'm gonna do it. That's my plan. I'll live with rich people, isn't it? I'll be a cool friend, like, because most of these people that come to this university are kind of like nerds and geeks and stuff, so to have me as their friend, just all they have to do is feed me. That'll be their friend.
You've got to have your compulsory uni hoodie. That's part of being.
You have to wear them.
You don't have to wear them. No, you wear your own clothes, but if you want to, you can get all your merchandise. Everyone has to have a uni hoodie.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't wear that.
You wouldn't?
No.
Never?
Never.
Oh, you'll be surprised when you roll out at 5 to 9 in the morning for your first lecture.
Don't feel to mingle.
Are they not your kind of people?
No. Not at all.
Why not?
They're weirdos, isn't it? They're all like country people. If you listen to what they're talking about, they're talking posh. Oh, my Mercedes broke down, and stuff like that. Like, she's 16 and she got a Mercedes, like, things like that.
The day has given Frankie plenty to think about.
I need some rocks. No, rock stick. They're sweet. It was a good eye opener. But all it highlighted really is how expensive it's gonna be. Like, they don't say, it's gonna be cheap or at all. It's like the only thing they tell you is it's gonna be so expensive, and it's like the only thing they highlight is everything's gonna cost. It's like it's more and more. It's just the more they go on, the more in debt you're gonna get. But university ain't really an option. It's a vital. Like, I have to do it. So.
So we're going to be doing the kick-up competition. We'll also see if anyone can beat Wesley. Okay. Winners of the kick-up competition will do a head-to-head with Wesley.
2 laps, everyone do 2 laps.
For Wes, the summer has finally got a purpose. He has landed his dream job. It may only be for 3 weeks, but it's paid work.
I signed off jobs in there. so no more debt.
What one you doing?
Get paid, and then hopefully go out and find a permanent job. I've turned into a teacher. That's how I feel. I feel like a teacher.
You tend to go one way.
What are the other guys doing today, do you think?
I don't know, I ain't really had time to speak to them. Probably just in bed. Smoking bud. Stuff like that. When I was sitting at my house, I ain't had a job, bored out my face. I just felt like smoking a spliff, but now that I'm actually doing something, I don't want to smoke. I'm doing something that I enjoy. And I'm getting paid for it.
What is it?
£6 something an hour, which is alright for kicking around the football teaching kids, isn't it?
It's a new start for you.
Hopefully. I'd say so actually. I can't say hopefully, there's no going back now.
Take it. Salsa, guys.
Frankie has also settled into his job and is enjoying the bright lights of the West End.
No idea. Take one of them. Salsa bar.
So, where's the salsa?
Salsa bar is just up round there.
Okay, no thanks.
Hey, you're welcome, man. I mean, I've got a temporary contract. They kind of like look past all that prison thing and stuff like that. For every one flyer that a customer brings back, they get 25p commission added to it.
Thank you. Sorry. Okay.
At the moment, I seem to be ahead of everyone else, so, that's a really good look for me because it shows that obviously I'm working hard. Salsa. Considering that, they printed off 25,000 flyers, 25,000, 25p's. If everyone comes in, the potential to earn on commission is a lot, but obviously the likelihood is I'm not going to earn that. Yeah, well, in central London, I would have to get in about, 10 customers to buy a can of Coke, so like £2.50. So, it's not the commission's not good.
In Rotherham, things are also moving. Craig's on his way to an interview.
I took loads of CVs out, but this bit wouldn't have been where I was working, it would have been that side. Because it says they're heavy forge, this is where they melt down all the steel and make it. They're electric labs where they test the metals.
Excuse me, fella.
I've just come to see an Army Careers Advisor, mate.
After months of putting it off, he's finally decided to enlist.
Hi lads, how are you doing today?
Great, pal.
All right, pleased to meet you.
Right, mate.
I'm Sergeant Charlton.
Right,
All right, you both like to take a seat?
It's a lot cooler in here.
Weather's horrific, isn't it? Do you know anyone then that's in the army?
Yeah, man and his mates, brothers and all.
You got a couple of mates in there already?
Yeah.
You already talked to them about it?
Yeah.
And does that like influence you to join up?
Yeah. Well, I've always wanted to do it, but he
Yeah.
did it before me. But
Have you actually thought about what you'd like to do within the army?
I want to go into rifles.
So you want a full-time job, 365 days a year?
Yeah.
No dramas with that, mate.
We're not sharpest at tools now.
It's not easy to get in the army nowadays, all right? Current climate, to do things like that in Afghanistan, you're deploying operations, you've got to be very physically fit, okay? So
I've been thinking about joining army for a long time, and then I just got kind of put off by it for a while.
it's a proud day, have a photo tub, get your oath of allegiance and everything, and you swear to the Queen.
Everybody knows the risks of going in the army, but it's a risk you have to take if you want to do it that badly.
Right then, we're going to start with the mandatory form, right, that you fill out. It's called an army interest form, okay?
It's more or less it now. I was just lost in that, but I've learned to deal with it, and it's just made me grow up. Sorted my life out.
Frankie is now back at college for his final year. He was offered the club job permanently, but reluctantly he had to give it up when the late hours impacted on his studies. He still intends to go to university.
Feel the night.
I buy houses, you know, buy cars, you know. I want to be able to, you know, just live a comfortable lifestyle. Like, I want to be able to not be the same as everyone else.
Deep water, stay under. See it rolling over your head.
Craig's waiting to hear when he'll be called up to the infantry. He's still sofa surfing and surviving on benefits.
I'll just stay around doing what I'm doing anyway. I'll just end up doing something bad eventually, and then I'll end up getting arrested or something. I don't want that.
Feel it going over the edge and just go with it.
After his 3-week job, Wes has had to go back onto JSA. He still sees his son and is looking for a permanent job.
I wouldn't mind getting into academies and coaching academies because I know I got the level to do that. I know I can do that, so that's what I'm gonna push for.
Deep water, a little deeper than you do. Feel it going over the edge and just go with it until it's all good, yeah.
Summer 2012. The Royal Jubilee, the Olympics. Even the bad weather can't stop Britain feeling good about itself. But these are uncertain times. In the age of austerity, not everyone is celebrating. For 3 teenage girls, it's a summer of struggling to get by. Caught between a disappearing childhood and an unknown future. This is their story.
Obviously, when you're young, you try and show off, don't you? And I think really I showed off a bit too much, and because I showed off, it was like I had to keep that reputation up. If you get what I mean. But now I regret it, because look who's there. They used to sit here in school, like up boffs and everything. We used to laugh at them. Look at you, boff, computer nerd and stuff like that. But look where they are now, and then look where I am.
17-year-old Bridie was visiting her best friend Billy, but in doing so was taking a risk. She's currently on bail and banned from this street.
You fucking on about me in front of a judge! You fucking on about you!
A neighbour has heard that Bridie's back and is threatening to call the police.
You funny rat!
By the way, she's bailed tomorrow. She did that. She's bailed tomorrow.
I used to live with my nan. At my nan's I had discipline, but then, because I didn't like what she was saying, I just argued with her until I just couldn't live with her. But that's what I wanted back then, not to live with my nan, so I didn't have no rules, no timing or out like that. Just do my own thing. She's saying I'm on her street, but I'm not, so she's phoned coppers again. I'd been all right if I kept my mouth shut, but I can't have somebody slagging me off behind my back. I swear down, after I've done this court thing, I'm going straight for her. I'll get done for assault. At least I'm getting done for something proper. My nan and granddad, they're like, oh, you need to get a job, this, that and other. Back then I used to say, oh, no, I'll be out door, me. I'll be out door. Do you know how much I'll get out door? How much, mother? 100 quid. That's going to last you a fortnight. And I used to laugh and I would say, because 100 quid back then seemed a lot. And I used to laugh and say, oh yeah, 100 quid. I'd be able to live off 100 quid. Nah, she's laughing at me.
Why?
Because I just can't live off £100.
Have you seen the papers? No, you haven't, you trollop.
I actually want to go in army. So I can go back to my nan and say, look, I know I was really shit back then, but I have come out with something. And not just a criminal record or something stupid like that.
When are you going to make this change?
Soon. Very soon.
Bridie, I'm arrested on suspicion of reaching your bail condition, so you don't have to say anything to army defence. We don't mention any question stuff which you may later on in court. Anything you do say may gain evidence.
This is ridiculous, this.
I'm sitting in the back of this police car, alright?
Alright.
You know what, mate? If they want to see, let's give them a scene. Come on. Come on, if they want to see.
Bridie will spend tonight in the cells.
Amber. You have to wake up.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Simone.
Yeah.
You make me a cuppa.
Amber is 16 and pregnant. She's never been at her best in the morning,
Cups here.
but the last few months have been especially tough.
I'm in here because my bedroom's getting redecorated ready for when my baby comes. So, and I don't have no carpet at the moment because we haven't been able to get a carpet. So I can't move back until my carpet's done, so I've got to sleep on the couch.
You made a right mess. Can tell you don't make cup of teas.
Can tell you don't have a morning person. I'm sure you can make your own.
It's hard, you know. I'm still a teenager. Like, I'm scared inside. So, being pregnant's a new beginning and I've got to grow up.
See you later.
Bye.
Mum, are you awake? Yeah. Please, may I have a cig?
I haven't got them.
Alright, do you want to go to the shop?
Oh, I've got no money.
Alright. Can I have that too, is it an ashtray?
Alright, then just...
Thanks. Love you. Turn it water on.
Do you turn it on and off all the time?
Yeah, because it wastes gas. If you leave it on, then it just eats your gas like I don't know what. So, and we can't afford that, so...
Despite being 20 weeks pregnant, Amber has started an introductory hair and makeup course. But she's also having to get used to being seen as a teenage mum.
When I got to hospital, I just feel awkward sometimes. You know, you look dead young compared to all these women. And sometimes you get a few stares as well. It still feels like you've done something wrong even though you haven't. But you have. It's weird. And a lot of them are like with their partners as well. And I'm just like walking and toddling on my own. I've got to take in a notepad today and I don't even have one. When I was younger, I wanted to be like famous and like, I wanted to be an actress. But acting lessons and stuff it cost money. I just expected like I would go to school and then as soon as I left school somebody would just discover me and I would be this big famous actress within a week. But it's just not how it works. like you don't know anything about like life and like how hard stuff is.
17-year-old Shelby spent 12 months on benefits. But now she's working 5 days a week and getting used to her new routine.
Like, because I don't have any experience, I've never had a job before, I messed up in school and all that, so like most people will only take me for a job, so this is my one chance to just get there. So for like a year there I was like sleeping all day, like constantly just lying in my bed all the time, just lazy, because I didn't have any reason to get up out of my bed, like, so I was just lying there and just, don't know, like a beach wave. Thanks. Morning.
Shelby's job is actually a 6-month work placement arranged by a local charity.
£55 a week is not really that great, but it's only like stacking shelves and stuff. But I'm happy to be doing that because at least I'm working, going out and I'm doing something.
Despite working 30 hours a week, Shelby's financially no better off. The £55 she gets from the placement is the same as she would have got on job seekers allowance.
I hope it'll be worth the work and I'll get a real job at some point. Obviously I'm still going to make mistakes, but I'm going down the right path.
In Rotherham, after a night in the cells, Bridie's due in court. Billy and some of her friends have come to hear the verdict. Because she has previous, there's a chance Bridie could go down.
I hate this court.
Why?
I like Sheffield court.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than Rotherham. I don't like Rotherham. Yeah, I reckon she'll get remanded me today. What do you think?
Basically, if you're in court 10, it's game over, I reckon.
She's just a little girl in a big world, trying to be a big girl.
You were getting remanded. Did they pass that message on to you?
Tell them to keep my mouth shut.
The court has renewed Bridie's bail. She'll be back for sentencing in a few weeks, but for now, she's not going to prison.
Oh, they give me some porridge this morning.
Did you enjoy it, love?
Yeah, it was nice actually.
It is actually, isn't it? That's why I said, eat everything they offer you.
Because the night before I'd been up all night, like, drinking, so as soon as I got in cell, I just fell straight to sleep.
We need to be going to McDonald's.
Mate, we're just going to cash machine over there. We're back in 2 seconds. That's if my card works.
It will, man.
It better do.
Yeah.
That's if it works. It didn't work yesterday. Me, if my card don't work.
Do you want, yeah, Chris, yeah, you want some money?
Today, you may withdraw nil.
Huh? Why?
See?
That don't make sense, why?
I don't know.
How are you going to get food?
Get some off your mother.
Off Mama?
Yeah.
She got money?
I don't know. If not, come on.
That's dodgy, that. Can't you lend her a fiver?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she'll lend you a fiver.
Feeling the fresh air, mate.
Need it back though, because I'm fucking stony broke. Come on then, who are you going? Always pulling me off. You can get your zen up.
With a fiver from Billy's mum, they're off to McDonald's.
Donna, they made me sleep in a cell with
You should have said I want my solicitor. Yeah. I used to be naughty, but I stopped being naughty and grew up.
It's not that I did all wrong.
For Amber, a lot has happened in the last year. After falling out with her mum and dropping out of college, she went to live with her dad. But when she became pregnant, she had to decide what was best for her and her baby.
My dad didn't have no carpets and didn't really have much food and stuff like that. I knew it wouldn't be stable, so like I chose to come back to my mum.
Amber's return has put an added financial strain on the family.
Hello.
Her mum Mandy and her new partner Scott are having to support Amber out of their existing benefits.
Why have we took the floor up?
But it's horrible.
Mouldy.
I don't have no bedroom.
Not quite. I can smell the damp over here.
Oh.
With the house already full, Amber and the baby are going to be living downstairs.
Can you get rid of that black stuff on the wall?
Fingers crossed.
Obviously, I feel a lot better now she's back. She's had to get used to the idea that there's rules and regulations again, and getting back into the routine that there's a bedtime and we eat at a certain time. If we're not on top of it and everyone don't pull the weight, before you know it, the whole place has crumbled.
I went through a bad part in my life where I went through a lot of, I met a lot of boys, did a lot of bad things. You know, I've been that so-called slapper, what you mean.
Every now and then she has a little blast out, especially her hormones and teenage years mixed together. But yeah, she still does try to get away with murder if she can. She's been quite aggressive, swearing, back-chatting. Not much regard for other people at some points. She's such a lovely girl though, really. You know, probably part of this is a stress, her age.
I've had a lucky escape to be pregnant because it's made me change the way I was. I'm going to try my best to make sure he has the right way of life. You know, he might come off a track. I hope he's not like most of the boys I know. I don't mean like my close mate boys, but like the nasty attitude, the hurting women, you know, being a complete ass. And if he got someone pregnant and he did what my baby's dad done to me, I'd be so ashamed.
I was 19 when I had Amber. Obviously I were a bit more grown up than her. But I still were in a bit of a similar situation where I weren't prepared to have a baby. I didn't have the things that I needed. It wasn't an ideal situation either. She's got the same kind of thoughts as me. It's not who puts you there, it's who raises you, it's who brings you up.
Shelby spent her teenage years moving between her dad's, her aunt's and her friends. Currently she has little contact with her dad.
I'd go and like stay somewhere and I'd just like be like, oh, I won't be here for long, I'll be somewhere else in a couple of months. At the time I was like, oh, they don't want me, they don't care about me, they don't love me. Obviously they couldn't handle me.
Shelby ended up in a hostel before getting her own flat on the south side of Glasgow. When she moved here, she had nothing.
But I would just like, I had 2 quilts and my teddy and pillows and that, and I would just lie them there and sleep there. And then because it was quite cold then, because this would have been like November, I was like sleeping on the floor and the cold hurts your back. Oh. It was quite straight to start with, but no. The social worker got this like charity. They gave me all the second-hand stuff. The couch, that unit, the telly's on the table, that chair. To start with, I was lying on the floor and then like I upgraded to this, but this wasn't much better. As soon as you sit on it, it's like you're right in here. For the first couple of days, I was like, oh, I don't care, this is my house. Because I just thought that everything would just be sorted and I'd have a nice house in no time, but I don't.
After leaving her grandparents, Bridie moved around Rotherham, living with various family and friends. But a few weeks ago, she moved into a 2-bed shared house after being referred to a youth housing charity. Although part of her rent is paid for by the housing benefit, she has to manage on her income support of £8 a day.
Sometimes I buy some clothes and stuff, but mostly just like shopping and like
rent and stuff.
How much did it cost living?
Well, housing actually pay me rent, but I have to pay, I think it's £13 for like my gas and electric and stuff.
Bridie never knew her dad, and she's never lived with her mum.
My mum were a drug user, crack and smack and deep stuff like that. I can't say she's ever looked after me, but she knew in her own head that she wasn't able to. She's never properly mothered me or out like that, because my nan did it.
It was her nan who encouraged her to join the army cadets.
I just think that in army you've got like a lot of work to do and that, but it's like you can talk world and stuff like that and meet different people and see how other people live and stuff like that. I think if I get done again, I think this time it'll go on my record, which means that I can't go in army.
Bridie's not yet applied for the army. Instead, she got on a training course to improve her qualifications, but it didn't work out. So now she has little to fill her days.
I chose to be a knobhead and go out with all my mates and do what I wanted to do, and look where it got me. No, yeah. I don't want discipline, but I need it to be able to carry on living. Without discipline, I'm going to be a bit fucked, really. I don't want to sit and have this lifestyle for the rest of my life.
Quite sad, like, I spend a lot of time up here just looking at everything. I don't know, it's sad that I'm 17 and like just looking at the window and do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's anybody else my age sitting doing this for a time. Like, bored, and there's always people fighting and stuff, like, because you'll get people that are drunk and then they'll be in there and they'll just be making a pure fool of themselves, and it's quite funny, but I don't know. Yeah, you want some more?
Amber's also got more time on her hands.
You push it to back at spoon, then you can't reach it.
She's decided that continuing with the beauty course is too difficult. Her friend Sammy became a mum 6 months ago and relies on benefits. This will be Amber's only option as well, so she's made an application for income support.
Open your mouth then. Is that nice?
For both, pregnancy has meant completely rethinking their futures.
I didn't think you were going to have kids.
I didn't plan for it to happen, but I wouldn't change it. Because obviously I was expecting it to be a lot later when I was having children.
Talked about babies
Yeah,
sometimes,
I did once and
but we'd rather just chill and
listen to music.
Yeah, listen to music and be proper teenagers really, and then I think that's why it's a shocker that we're both.
Yeah.
But then to be quite honest, I didn't want a kid. I was so dead set on and wanting my career at college and stuff. Even though being a shit at home, I wanted my career.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to like get a job and everything, and then have children when I found someone. But then it just.
Do you know, we always said if we ever had a baby, I won't dare get rid of it because it's well tight.
I wouldn't have got rid of him. There's no way I'd have done that.
I thought, I'm not going to be able to cope. I didn't know about the money schemes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm not going to have no money. What am I going to do? Obviously, at the beginning, I'm on dole, but what am I supposed to do? You know, I need to provide for my baby, so I ain't got much of a choice at the moment. You know, it's going to be way harder if we're on his own. 55 is what I get. That's all I've got to live on. And then bread's £1 and milk's £1. I've got bread, milk, a fish finger thing, cereal, chips, crisps, juice, cold meat and cheese. That comes to £14.50, so it leaves me £40.50. Before I'd done the budgeting, I'd just go into a shop and then I'd be like, oh, I want this, and then I'd spend like £20. I need new socks. Probably about £2. £12.50 I've left myself for fags. I probably could get more food with it and stuff, but fags is about the only luxury I get. Well, this week I'm getting myself socks. Because once I've got everything, I've only got like a couple of pound left. So, toilet roll, I need toilet roll. I always imagined when I was younger, I would just live normally. And it'd be easy just to have things and buy everything you need. Like obviously everybody gets skint, but like I'm like always skint. Like even when I get paid, I'm skint. I run out of money, usually a day or two after I get paid.
I wouldn't dare fetch my kids up in Ferry. No way. It's horrible. There's no hope for nobody. There's no future for anyone. Can't wait to just get a bit of money behind me and then just that's it, straight out of room. Never mind just Ferry.
Bridie's been sentenced for the incident at Billy's house. She wasn't sent down, but has been hit with a £170 fine. Today she's come to see Tina, who lives with Billy's mum. Tina's got to know Bridie well and wants her to stay out of trouble.
No, don't hurt him. You don't realise how serious jail is, Bridie. No freedom whatsoever. That's when you have got to do as you're told, like it or lump it. Keep the gob shut.
It's not that I don't listen to people. It does generally go in my head.
It doesn't stay there. It goes in there and straight out of there. And because 2 minutes later you've done exactly what you said you weren't going to do. Because she always comes back to her roots, which is here in Ferrum. Right, and it's not good. It's not good because the roots here have caused her nothing but trouble all her life. You know, it's not been good for her. So she's...
I know my nan used to say to me, what's that want to be look fucking Ferrum for, eh? Eh? We all them lot, eh? Like that. And I used to say, no, because I've got my mates up there.
I love her to pieces. And if I could wish for a daughter, I would wish for it to be Bridie. But she's just got to learn to keep her mouth shut.
Need some of that pop? Oh, it's a 35p drink. My boyfriend's away and I ain't got no money.
How much have you got?
£10.
It's alright.
Oh, what am I going to live on for the next 3 days?
What?
Fuck off, I'm living on no fucking eating as it is. Why fetch us in this earth, like, just to be plonked here and then not give us enough money to explore it, if you get what I mean. When I get paid 100 quid, I have to get my shopping, then my rent thing, and then by the time I've done, it's like, right, make sure I've got enough shopping to last me 2 weeks.
Look, regardless of what we think of the government, they don't give us money and they do give us enough to live on. Only just.
No offence, Dina, but I think they should give younger ones an extra bit. We can't afford to go swimming or fucking skating or to the cinema and shit like that. I know it's only 8 quid. What do you mean, tough?
Right,
so we're
get
not living
up
that
off your
life.
arse, go and get a paper round. Yeah?
That get up and get a fucking job.
Listen, I'm fucking 50-year-old, I've done my bit. And if I could get up and go out there and get a job tomorrow, I would. You'll never have nothing in this life if they're not prepared to get up off the arse.
No, I am prepared to get up off my arse, but not for a fucking paper round to
Says
about
me
15 quid at the end of the week.
Because your brain's ticking for something to do, and if it's not doing out, you're bored, so you're asleep, yeah, or on the street. Bridie, this 17 years has not been brilliant, but the next 17 years can be fantastic, and 17 years after that, and 17 years after that. But if there's only you who can make it any better.
Tina, and I stopped sniffing.
Have you fucked? She
I
has.
have.
Oh, yeah.
I stopped sniffing,
Next
stopped
week.
drinking, smoking next.
Amber's finally heard about her income support claim. It's not good.
You alright?
Yeah.
She's only eligible when 29 weeks pregnant, and mistakenly, she had applied too early.
Right, so what we have to do is take another look at how we do with shopping. We both smoke, so we'll have to both stop smoking. And what was the other thing we used too much of? A bit of milk.
Mm.
Yeah, but you're going to have to do without the clothes. It's making the best of the situation now. But you're going to eat, you're going to be warm. Okay?
Mm. I just don't want to be one of those shit mums that baby don't have nothing. Should have put myself in this position in the first place, but it's happened, and at least I'm trying to make it work.
It's like Amber's following the same path, and obviously I've tried to do everything possible.
You are a good mum.
Oi. Come here. Everything's going to be fine.
Amber will have to wait and reapply.
Under budget, I spent £10.25, so I've got like £4 left to play with. So I got to risk the tenner.
To furnish her empty flat, Shelby applied for a community care grant. She was initially refused, but eventually given just enough to buy a bed, fridge and microwave. But for the last 10 months, she's had no cooker.
I get this is quite nice and it's only £1 and it goes in the microwave. It's just like fish fingers on like this wee bun thing, it's quite nice. Because it's very expensive, the stuff for the microwave. Like these chips, like it's 2 for £2.50. Whereas if I was to get chips that you can make in the oven, you get like 2 big giant bags for £2.50. And it's like, do you know what I mean? So it would save me money and there'd be more chips and it'd be better. Mandy's got a cooker for me, but I just need to get like the money to like get it in a van up. I'd be a lot better off if I was to be able to like just cook proper meals like the way real people do. I know I've got a big appetite. I'm always hungry, like even if I've ate, I'm still hungry. Like, so I'm just like, right, you're just greedy, you don't need more than that, you don't need more than that. So if you drink too much coffee, you get like this sicky feeling and you just don't want to eat, so if I drink that then it helps.
Ignore her. Just getting the feel of it now.
Yeah. It's alright, I've got a fiver.
Hey, look at him, he's a crackhead. He can't afford a normal haircut.
And we'll get the potatoes when we go out.
Which eggs?
Yeah.
Is it a pigeon? I think it is. Are we going to pet it up and then it'll come back to us when it's older? Sure. It will. You feel you like a kid again when you get these, don't you? Julie's got you this syringe to feed it. But it's got half a needle in. No, I'm not using that. That's been in the smackhead, that. He don't want water. He wants a worm. He wants a worm. We're about ready, Brett.
Right, so we've got a bum there today. You've got a little dark line running up from your pubic line here. It's going to meet your belly.
Amber's now 6 months into her pregnancy.
Healthy babies wriggle around that much, so it's a really, really good sign. Right, chick. Are you feeling all right in yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? How are you doing with smoking?
Well, I went over there because we didn't have no money for no cigs at all, so I went over there without having a cig until right late at night from not having none for a day.
You know already.
Yeah.
Single biggest preventable cause of babies dying, so if we can knock those ciggies on the head. If you had one of these...
I don't know.
Right. Don't get horribly confused about it, all right? If it don't make any sense to you, just sling it at your mum. All right, because it's got some information about, you know, your claim for child benefit and that kind of stuff. Because you're over 29 weeks now,
yeah,
so...
my first payment should be the day before my birthday.
Excellent.
So I can finally get him something.
At last.
My Uncle Mark's girlfriend, she's giving me a Moses basket and stuff, so...
Excellent. So all you need really is nappies, isn't it?
Yeah, and I need a carpet in my bedroom, so that's what I'm going to get out of maternity.
Fair dues. I was just going to say, rather than spending your money from your maternity grant, you could apply for a social fund loan and then they'll take it directly out of your benefit, you know, before it comes through. Because that's meant for emergency bits of kit, because you can't be without, for example, a cooker or a bed, can you? You kind of need those things, they're absolutely essential.
I need to remember everything, I always forget everything.
Do you not put alerts in your phone? I save everything in...
phone.
Oh, do you know? Oh, it's not end of world. Right, sweetheart, I think we're all sorted and done and dusted.
Dealing with the realities of adulthood has become even harder for Bridie. Her debts have caught up with her, and now her home is at risk.
The housing sent me a letter saying that I've got to pay my arrears off, otherwise I've got like 3 weeks to get out.
How much is the rent arrears?
I think it's about 180, something like that.
And what's your weekly rent?
I ain't even got a clue.
Do you mind me asking why you haven't been able to pay it?
I just didn't pay it. I just let it build up.
Have you been worried?
A bit, yeah. Because I've got my fine to pay off as well. So there's not much I can do.
But for Shelby, things are looking up.
Don't go right
to the right, Shelby.
no left.
A colleague at work with a van is helping her collect her aunt's old cooker.
I'm fine at the front.
Been lying here for months, Shelby.
Aye.
And there's an added bonus, thanks to her aunt's neighbour.
I've got 2 nice couches, a cooker, so I'm happy. Oh, thanks a lot, man.
Right, straight through.
You can go this way.
And Mandy's managed to find £78 from the family's budget to do up Amber in the baby's new room.
It ties it in, doesn't it?
Not really.
That's artwork.
They look cool. No, it don't really look shit. Flower that you've cut out, not even that good either. I'm going to buy a blue one though.
Blue what?
Sheet and quilt.
Yeah, well, you can do that with your own money, can't you?
Yeah.
Being on my own all that, it's just the house, I don't like it, it's horrible. I can't do nothing, I can't decorate, I can't do nothing. Everything just does your head in. It's horrible. I just don't like it. I'm going to move in with one of my mates. There's no point worrying about future at stages really, that, innit?
Thanks. Teddy's on now. Watch! I had to climb up top at cupboard to get him. I'm gonna get my baby's footprints and handprints, put them up wall.
Yeah, you take care of yourself.
Thanks.
So you just have to wait a couple of weeks now to get your carpet?
Yep, and then my wardrobe's my next thing.
It's all on you from now on, but it's down to you to change and make things better for yourself.
Shelby's just discovered that the cooker has no power cable.
Just a bit. I don't know, because I wanted to go make my soup, but I need to wait until, I don't know. There's always something. There's always something. Never mind.
I've had to grow into an adult, I've had to change a lot of my ways. Obviously at the beginning of my pregnancy I wasn't going to do it straight away because it were a big jump from being a one certain person to another certain person, from being a child really to an adult. So, and obviously it's had to build in time to become an adult, it wasn't going to just happen like that. So, but yeah, I think you have to though, you have to mature. You can't be a kid looking after a kid, like, you can't act like a child and be looking after a child.
Can I get the hang of being an adult before I could, like, have a baby? Like, that is so much, like, I think responsibility, like, having a house, like, can you imagine having a house and a baby? There's no way I could do it right now.
Don't stop pissing me off now. Well, I've got a headache. I need to go down and pay me and my fucking money back.
Bridie's boyfriend isn't able to help with the pressure she's under.
I've just said fucking stay there, don't stop mouthing at me.
Then you come here, I'm not going to be here, I swear down. I had enough, I swear down.
God, get out. No, get out now. It's not your fucking house, is it?
That's it, I swear.
So we're done?
Yeah, we're done.
Well, get out of my house now then! You're doing me any, just get out!
It just comes from everywhere. House, you're fine. Arguing with everyone. It's everything. And then I just start screaming and just let it all out at once.
For Shelby, who rarely has any spare cash, the options to save or borrow money are limited. Doorstep lenders would gladly help, but at a cost, while the chances of getting a loan from a high street bank are almost nil. But she's heard of a possible alternative.
Hi, I'm looking to start a credit union account.
Any like family members who are members of credit unions who have directed you here, or what was your initial reason for coming in?
Well, it was a friend who told me about it.
The main purpose of a credit union is the benefit of its members. People who are on low incomes or people who are financially excluded. Are you living yourself or with parents? Or?
Myself.
Yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
So I can imagine it'd be quite like financial Like finances are quite an important part of kind of day to day. Have you ever had any problems with like money management or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that you can save up and you can make a commitment to the credit union. You need to deposit at least £1 into your shares account to start it up. You can deposit more if you wish, but it's a £5 joining fee and £1 into your shares account. So when your first loan, you can borrow twice what you've saved up. So if you save up £150, it will be £300. What age are you just now?
17.
You can join the credit union when you're 16, but you can't borrow money. Legally, you can't borrow money until you're 18 years old. You'll need 2 forms of identification. So do you have a passport or a driving licence?
I don't have any photographic
Have you got anything you photograph on it, like a student card or...?
No.
If you just want to stand in the store and... Yep,
Yeah.
just there and we'll take a
The
photo.
credit union are used to helping people out in Shelby's position, like saving them the cost of an ID photo.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll get that printed off for you just now.
Instead, adulthood, going to like the credit union and definitely want to make an account.
There's your photographs there, Charlotte.
Thanks.
Even so, it would be a challenge for Shelby to find the £6 needed to open the account. Today is Amber's 17th birthday. With the £78 budget for her new room all spent, she can ill afford setbacks like a broken bed.
I didn't think it was going to be like this. So now I've got to get my bed removed and I've just got to stay on mattress, but I'm getting another bed. So that's another thing I've got to pay out for. So, because obviously you're happy to wake up on your birthday, be able to open presents, but like, I don't think it's really, I'm not really bothered. It's just, I don't know. You get that birthday feeling when you're opening presents and stuff. It's like, you know, it's your birthday then. But, like, it doesn't bother me if I'm not doing it. It's still my birthday.
I want to save up and get a carpet. I think I could squeeze like a £5 a week. Are you currently employed? I put currently employed. Oh no, I put oh, I thought that said unemployed. Shit. I don't know like what it would come under. And then it asks you your number of hours worked per week. I'm doing 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 hours a week. That's 183. No. I know his minimum wage now like £4 an hour or something. Like £5 an hour, something. It's quite bad. I never thought about it like that. Feels like I'm getting ripped off a bit.
Is it them? Who is it? Who is it?
I don't know. Basically, my sister's phone's got pinched, and now we're just trying to figure out who's got phone.
Oi, listen.
Bridie too has got used to living without family support.
I just don't like asking for help. Like, especially people you don't know.
He knows who it is, him. Who? Him.
Show me where he is.
I knew I had to be independent, but I didn't think it'd be this hard. But then again, it is an experience to stand on your own 2 feet and be able to like not rely on everybody all the time and just be independent.
No, would I go police? No, because then you've got to deal with police way. You want to deal with your own way, don't you? If police get involved, you've got to do it legally and you can't do what you want to do.
But I miss being at home, I miss my nans. I miss it now, because there's nobody there to say, oh, well, you're doing this wrong, or you can do this way.
If you waste all your money, then you're going to end up without. Your baby's going to come, you're still going to have no carpet, you're still going to have not what you need. At least doing this, it gets it out of the way. And then when you get some more money, you can go buy some bloody clothes and stop nicking your sisters.
You're funny, you are, yeah.
Amber's income support claim has finally been accepted.
Did you get your receipt?
I didn't ask for a receipt. I'm richer than you, Mum.
It's free money, but then we wouldn't be able to live if we didn't have it. No one would be able to live if we didn't have it. Because there's so many people on door, so many people.
Are you happy that you're getting the carpet? Or are you that down because you want other stuff?
No,
because I'd be happy I were getting the carpet.
Trying to say I'm ungrateful or something?
Yeah, you are sometimes. Just look at the cheaper ones for now. Is it all right for baby? Don't pull them out, but £69, that size. $3.99 number. Like you can't just use your living expenses on it. Do you like them? They'd look nice in your room, though, actually.
£96.
Is that with underlay?
No, you don't need underlay.
You don't need underlay with that one.
I can pay it all today.
Can you?
I've got enough.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody struggles, everybody finds it hard to pay for things. And I know some people have it a lot worse off than me. But my mum, she is the one that's been there every step, every single day.
Well done, then.
I think my life could have been a lot easier if I would have just behaved myself and like I wasn't always cheeky to my dad, so then I wouldn't get kicked out. I would have probably been at like college or going on holidays and stuff because I would have had the financial support.
After not seeing each other for 6 months, Shelby decided to make contact with her dad. She wanted to show him how much she's changed.
Oh, carrots.
My dad came up and fitted my cooker in for me. It was good, like just, I don't know, like doing the cooker with him and like wiring it up. It was good, like doing something with him.
With her dad's help, Shelby's able to have a proper meal at last.
Cause my auntie makes soup and stuff, and so does my granny, so. Oh.
After making this, how much money will you have left?
Nothing. I've got no more money for the rest of the week. I've only got 90 odd pence. Like, David Cameron was supposedly supposed to be stopping housing benefit for people under 25, which I don't think's fair because, like, I don't know, like, I'm getting housing benefit but I'm still working. So, like, if he done that right now, then I wouldn't know what to do. Like, there'd be no way I could stay in this house. There'd probably be like, I don't know, back in hostels or something. Everybody's got problems, obviously. Like, people with money, they still have problems, just no money problems. It's ready. I like that. I've just made my first pot of soup.
For Shelby, Amber and Bridie, the summer is drawing to a close. Still unable to pay her rent arrears, Bridie has been staying away from home. Instead, she's been living with Tina. Tonight, her mate Rachel is having a house party across the road.
Beers, drugs, that's all you need.
I've gone in Donna's cupboard, there were a glass of vodka and coke, weren't there?
Bridie is now thinking she may move in with Rachel.
Well, I don't know if it'll be a good home, but to basically, like, because I don't like being on my own, she's on her own. She's got a 2-bedroom house, and I said to her, I've got orphan decorations and stuff like that, so might as well give it a go. This'll be my room. I've even got a little wardrobe like the other house. I think that's Rachel's family. Well, I'm going to decorate, but I don't know what colour yet. I'm hoping like a pinky purple and a black, or a blue and a black, really.
If they offer you painkillers, just have them. Don't be too brave, kid, yeah?
Going through these doors.
Good timing.
Thank you.
I'll show you into the room and I'll just admit you're alright.
You're doing fantastic, you are. Keep going.
Oh my god.
I got you.
I think when I was like a wee girl, like kind of like 7, 8, everything was so easy. Like, I don't know, everything just happens the way it happens. Like, you're only like a child for so long, and then like it's up to you. You make what you want to make of your life, really.
How perfect is he? He's gorgeous, isn't he?
I can't believe I'm a mum. Doesn't seem real at all.
Let's have a look at him.
I'm so happy.
I don't feel like bad about where my life is. It's no ideal, but I'm still only 17, like I've got a lot of time to make what I want to make in my life, so I don't know, it's just like a kind of temporary position, hopefully.
Well, it's not been easy, and kind of want him to know that as well, because obviously a lot of children copy their mums and dads. He'll make it up to me sometime for putting me through all this pain.
You weren't born on this earth to have an easy life. But I'm only 17. I've not seen life yet. I've got all them years ahead of me.